The DIA's Conservation Department treats a wide range of objects, from oil paintings on panel and canvas to bronze sculpture and objects made of a variety of materials: wood, glass, bronze. This next object is made of an unusual metal alloy and represents a piece of Detroit's rich architectural history. Riding the profits from its successful manufacturing and auto industries, Detroit underwent a building boom from 1910 to 1930. Architectural visionaries like Albert Kahn, Eliel Saarinen, Louis Camper, and Wirt Rowland of Smith, Hinchman and Grills placed their stamp on this great city, leaving behind a showcase of distinguished houses, churches, urban centers and skyscrapers. In the 1920s, Detroit was second to New York City in the race to build skyscrapers. Architect Wirt Rowland created Detroit's premier expressionist skyscraper, the Guardian Building, or Union Trust Building as it was named in the 1920s. The success of the auto industry after World War I drove an economic expansion that benefited many throughout Detroit, including the Union Trust Company, which had grown from an average local bank to one of the city's largest financial institutions. Dubbed with the nickname Cathedral of Finance, the Guardian Building represents Rowland's abstract view of a Northern Gothic cathedral and is defined by its stepped triangular arches, orange brick, known as Guardian brick, tile work from Pewabic, Rockwood, Atlantic Terracotta and the Flint Faience Tile Company, and Tiffany Glass, among other notable design elements. Over the last 3 months, DIA conservators have been cleaning a set of safe deposit gates from the Guardian Building, which were donated to the museum by Michigan Consolidated Gas Company. Designed by Wirt Rowland and fabricated by the Gorham Manufacturing Company, the gates are made of Monel metal, a nickel alloy that was a precursor to stainless steel. Carol Forsyth, Senior Conservator of Sculpture and Decorative Arts, heads up the project.
What I'm working on here is one of 4 gates. Each measures 8 feet tall by 3 feet wide. When it came to into the museum's collection, it was largely intact. This handle is missing, but mainly they were dirty. They were encrusted with old polished material, oil and grease from fingerprints, and tar and nicotine from when you could smoke inside buildings. One of the first things we do when something comes in and when we're going to treat it is find out what it's made out of. So in this case, we did some analysis work. We wanted to analyze the metal of which the door is made, and in this case, we used the X-ray fluorescence spectrometer. It was discovered that the 2 main ingredients were nickel, roughly 2/3, and copper, roughly 1/3, and some trace elements. And then in checking various reference books, we could determine that this, in fact, is a metal called Monel. And Monel was a precursor to stainless steel. It had wonderful qualities. It's very strong and also is very corrosion resistant. So with that knowledge, we were able to proceed with the treatment, which was fairly straightforward, using swabs and cotton balls and organic solvents, various solvents, and some brushes. We went over the whole surface, cleaning out all the grooves and interstices of the decoration, and cleaning both sides of the gates. Each gate took about 3 months. We still have 1 left to clean. There's a lot of real estate here. One question might be, why didn't we just hose this down? And the answer to that is that we wanted to be very careful with the surface. One thing we discovered in cleaning it was, in fact, there are 2 different surfaces here. If you can see carefully, there's a shiny surface, and then there are areas that are matte. And we definitely wanted to retain that 2-tone appearance. And secondly, there's an interior structure here of wood and steel, etc., and you definitely don't want to get that wet. Another question is, what is our goal in treating something like this? And my goal would be to have something look its age, but look as if it's been well cared for through its lifetime. So the goal here is not to have it look necessarily as it did when it was first made, not look new. When the conservation treatment is complete, we hope to be able to display this gate along with the other 3 in our American galleries, and possibly as they were used as an architectural feature originally in the Guardian Building.